Today, I want to do my Broncos season prediction. I got the Broncos starting off with back-to-back wins against the Titans and Colts in Week 1 and 2, before dropping their first division game against the Chargers. Week 4 is a really interesting matchup to me because I think the high-powered Cincinnati offense versus the really good defense of the Broncos is going to be such an interesting game to watch. In the end, I do think the Broncos are going to win because I think it's going to come down to whoever can make a stop. And then in Week 5, I do have them losing to the Eagles. And then Week 6, I also have them losing to the Jets. I think this is one of those weird fluke games. It's at 9:30 in the morning. It just feels like a Broncos loss to me. It's straight vibes. But then in Week 7 and 8, I got them winning against both the Giants and the Cowboys. I don't have much to say about the Giants game, but the Cowboys-Broncos game is going to be really interesting to me because I feel like they were pretty similar teams if you look at the Cowboys from just a few years ago. Really strong defenses and a really young core on offense. I do think the Broncos win this game because of their rushing attack. I think both J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey are going to be able to set the tone throughout the season and actually provide a more well-rounded approach on offense. But the next week, I do have them losing to Houston. I think that Houston's defense is too good, and I think that Bo Nix might struggle in year 2 a little bit. Then in Week 10, I also have them losing to the Raiders. I'm really excited for this Raiders team. I think the offense is going to be really good, and the defense has been proven for a couple of years. And then in Week 11, I do have them taking a game from Kansas City. I think that this is the most depleted Kansas City roster we've had in a few years, and the Broncos always seem to make it close. And then after the bye, I have it going an even 3-3. I think they lose to Washington, they drop the other game to Kansas City, and then end up losing to the Green Bay Packers as well. But they do manage to secure a win against the Raiders and the Chargers, so they split all of their division series, as well as beat Jacksonville in Week 16. Overall, that leaves them with a 9-8 record. I was honestly kind of surprised in how difficult their schedule is. They're already kind of in a loaded division, and then with a few games like the Eagles and Cowboys, Texans, Commanders, there's just a few games in there that are a little too hard that I think hold the Broncos back just a little bit this season. And with how good their defense is, I think it's really up to their offense to see where they're going to end up placing in this division because they could place from anywhere from 4th to 2nd.